Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That was about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was ready to lunch.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem that O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Big came back to the league after the dog hit him.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 73 of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. If you're watching live on Kick and Twitch, which we are live, you might be confused.
We're doing our live recordings in inverse to when they will be posted on YouTube.
Yes, we are. We wanted to test something, and then these two guys love to talk Major League Baseball, and that's what we're going to be talking about here. But first, make sure to follow us all on social media. You see on top
Up
here,
there?
the Twitter,
It's a
Facebook page, YouTube. We got our Discord link, and TikTok, which we would be live on if it didn't hate us. I'm Scat Guy.
Rogers.
Woody Island. I like it. That's my new thing.
I don't know why it's Woody Island.
It's a thing. I don't really know, but it's a thing.
If anything, it should be Rogers Island.
Yeah. Well, he's in the middle though, so you know.
Yeah,
I'm definitely usually down here.
Definitely the most polarized opinions.
Yes. You are. You're just a polarizing individual.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Green Bay quarterback. This guy's cooler.
Yep.
I'm
He's
sure
also a polarized opinion guy.
That is true.
Yeah. I think he might be a little further out than you.
Yeah. Ooh.
Anyways, before we get off topic, we
Yeah.
are talking Major League Baseball. We are a little bit over a month into the season. I wore my Cardinals shirt. That's probably the only team I'm going to talk
I'm wearing
about.
a Wabash shirt.
I'm wearing the Blues because
We'll get
hey,
to them later.
that's right. Still got to rep Bennington. Here we
Yeah.
go. St. Louis left.
So, all right. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to be the moderator, basically. I'm going to read off each
He's got his standings.
standings, and I'll probably only, like I said, talk about the Cardinals because that's totally the only thing. And I haven't even been paying much attention
Well,
to them
and
lately.
they suck. So we're gonna let you have the floor on the Cardinals.
All right, standings guy. Which
Yeah.
division are we starting in?
Let's do geography.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
no.
always
no,
pulled up
we're going AL East.
AL.
Go AL first, work our way there. You
Yeah,
know,
so
that's
that's
how
how
it always works, anyways. But AL East is sitting here. We got the New York Yankees at 19-15, leading the division so far.
Losers. Sorry. I won't do that anyway.
We got Boston at in 2 position. They're 500, 18-18. Tampa Bay 16-18. Toronto 16-18, and Baltimore down there at the bottom 13-20.
Which is crazy.
That's what I'm setting. Not
that-
gonna lie, the baby birds are
I'm
still
not-
babies.
I have paid attention. That surprises me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just haven't taken that next step. Like, I hope that they're not missing their window because, like,
Yeah.
Baltimore sucked for so long. They had this cool young core. I'm super excited. Not even a really fan.
Yeah.
I love what they were building.
And we're getting close to where some of these guys are gonna have to start getting paid.
They are, and it'd be great to pay them if you're winning baseball games, not losing.
Yeah.
I that's what last year I was so. They were probably the team I was most disappointed with at the deadline.
Yeah.
Because I was like, go all in. Like, you had Burns as your ace, your G-Rod, but he's hurt all the time.
Yeah.
You know, your rotation, they got Eflin, but I was like, just go for it. Like, you got all these prospects, you're gonna do a Cardinal thing and ruin them. They sit down.
They stayed pretty packed.
They did. They didn't add much at all.
Yeah.
And this year-
they've got such a prospect pool.
They did. They did. But I mean, these guys, they're losing value
Mhm.
down there. And that's what stinks is, I mean, they no longer have Burns. Like, they do not have an ace.
No.
They do not have pitching at all right now. And that's where we're at now with them. Like, even the bats haven't been going. Like, Henderson was hurt to start the year.
Jackson Holiday has started to heat up.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a 2-homer game.
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately? That was-
Exactly.
They're bringing Mayo back up, so that's interesting.
Right.
If he can make contact this time, that'd be great. We'll see.
Well, you know, that's.
That helps some baseball. But
I actually had them winning my this division.
thought
It
you
was
did.
either them or the Yankees. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
I think I had the Orioles winning it.
I think you did. Wait a second.
I tend to think that the Yankees, who are winning the division right now, are only there because of how hot they started.
Yeah, and that Aaron Judge guy. That'll
yeah.
play.
Well,
That'll play.
That'll play.
You're right. You're right. They got a good shot.
If they didn't get off to such quite a fast start, Boston would be.
Boston's my
hey.
team. That's who I had winning it. I really
They're right on their heels.
They're right there. And I like it.
Maybe Boston was on to something when they said, like, let's sign Bregman. Turns out he
Yeah.
hits at Fenway.
He was Fenway. Yeah. That green monster, the short reports, that's a pretty good. Well, Crawford boxes in Houston. Look
Yeah.
at what he's got now. So I love that pickup by them. I love their youth. Like, that's why I was on
Yeah.
Boston to start the year. I'm Chris
Still more coming.
Campbell has came up, been great. Yeah, it sucks that Casas got carted off. Go figure.
Yeah.
We did that because we
wasn't a
owned
big
him, so-
part of why they're winning games anyhow.
He was no, but that's what he does. He starts slow and
Yeah.
then he tore his knee, so he's done. But
Yeah.
I guess as a whole, like the Yankees are at the top. I don't even know if I'd say they're the best team. Like their pitching is so beat up.
Yeah, but they get
Expected.
Luis Hill back soon,
Hopefully,
hopefully.
I mean, where Schmidt came back hurt again. Like they are thin there. Their offense has cooled off aside from Judge. Like first of all, shout out to Aaron Judge. Like I mean, this guy. What do you think? This is what's nuts. Is last year, if you would have taken April out, like if he would have had a typical month, I mean, the dude could have had the best season ever.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
remember in April, he was getting booed.
He what did I see? I got
Like 53 home runs.
Yeah, exactly. On and
like I
on.
seen a TikTok
On and
talking
off here.
about it where if you take April out from last year and which I know you hate this stat, but in WAR seasons of all time, Judge is like the only person who's ever had a better WAR season. If you go from last year taking April out to this year, is Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I
like,
don't
no,
believe
he's
in
number
that
2.
shit, but he is very good.
He's
I'll give
number
you that.
2.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite sayings about war is, do you know what they call fielding war?
Bullshit.
F war. That's
Oh,
kind of how I feel
okay.
about it.
Yeah.
All right. I can get on board with both of those statements. So yeah.
But I still want to
But,
bring it up
no.
because it was a cool stat. And
Yeah.
I'm a stat guy.
He's hit almost 400 this year. Like the dude
Yeah.
is bananas.
That's what's been the thing for me is like, how do you hit that much for power and still hit for average?
Yes. And he's even cut down on his strikeouts. Like the dude, he's amazing. He really is. Now, hopefully, he can catch a fly ball when they get to the playoffs this year, but we'll see.
Doesn't need
Gotta
it.
get there first. You got to get there first. I think as a whole, like, you got Tampa hanging out there. Toronto started off hot.
Yeah.
They've cooled off big time. Blaine needs another haircut, so he goes on like a 40 homer pace. That's what the key was last year. Do it. Tampa, I mean, they're young. They're kind of exciting. Like, they're always going to be there. I mean,
Right.
the Rays are going to rate, man.
I, at the beginning of the season, wouldn't have thought so. I thought this is such a deep division, and all 5
Yeah.
teams in it are very good.
Yep.
At this point, I kind of do think it's more of like a 2-horse race with a little bit of a Tampa Bay
That's why
may
I'm
get in there.
Yeah.
But
Tampa's going to be annoying and hang around.
exactly.
Because they're Tampa and it makes no sense.
You're completely out. Baltimore's not going to make a run.
I'm not, but
Thank
they
you.
need to in the next 2-3 weeks show me something. And
He's out.
Oh, he's out.
I think I'm out on them because they don't have an ace.
They're pitching. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Like unless G-Rod's got to come back. They've got to get better performance out of these guys. I'm not optimistic. Let me say that much. Like
Yeah, like how do you feel about the Cardinals? Because this is a offense that hits about as well as the Cardinals, has potential to do better. Than the
yeah, it
Cardinals,
has way
but
potential.
they don't have any pitching.
No. I mean the Yankees, which they're 19 and 15. Like honestly, they've not ran away with it. So that's why I'm not ruling them out completely.
Yeah.
But I'm not feeling good about it.
Okay.
I'm still in Boston. Like they got their ace Crochet. He's not been super dominant like last year, but he's been solid. He's still their ace. I cannot wait for Roman Anthony to come up. You know that.
And he's tough as nails.
Yeah.
He took a line drive off the nose, broke his nose, kept pitching.
Wait, Crochet?
Yeah.
Did they ask about the ball? They doesn't have to break the ball. Yeah, I mean, look at the dude. I wouldn't mess with him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I forgot about that. Good
Yeah.
call. And who's the other guy? Oh, Marcelo Meyer. Like Boston's.
Mhm.
I can't wait for these kids to get up. I'm still in Boston. Pretty
At
excited.
least George's still down there somewhere.
And he way down there. He way down there. That's not one I'm overly optimistic on, but someone got to play first, maybe. I think they need to put Devers at first.
Yeah.
That's what I don't think he needs to play third anymore. So that's what I
E5.
on the East. You got any more thoughts on it? Like you still on final verdict? You on?
I'm still on the Yankees.
Okay.
Um,
I'm on my both sides.
cautiously optimistic.
There you go. It's a good way to be in life.
All right. I'm moving on to the AL Central.
That's right.
We got Detroit at 22 and 13.
Go
I think
Tigers.
This is
Go
literally,
Tigers.
this is literally moving, by the way, as games finish and start and whatnot.
That's close enough.
Um,
Detroit's awesome. It's all
But
that
Detroit's there. Cleveland 20 and 14. Kansas City 19 and 16. Minnesota 15 and 20. And we don't. I mean, do we even? know
And
about
the other team.
Oh yeah, there's another team. Yeah, no, they're there. Blue Bob's playing, so
Yeah.
you know, good trade value. That's
They
what they
are
can afford.
the White Sox are on a better pace than last year
It does not take much. You are correct. Maybe by like a game or two, but it's not that much better.
because they won the opening series.
Yeah, there you go. They beat Houston. They beat them 2 out of 3. That's something. But yeah, Lou Bob, that's their big thing is what can you get out of him and trade him?
Yeah.
I got to say that.
Should have traded him last year.
And thank God for them to Colorado is a baseball team because they're better than them.
Yeah.
That's about it. But yeah, okay. So it's funny because this division looks way better than the AL East. Going into this year, would you thinking flip too?
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
and honestly, last year we had the AL Central being like the NL Central.
Yeah, yeah,
Complete
yeah.
dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The Tigers were a shining
That's my team.
piece in
Yeah,
that.
they were.
Like, we thought that they had
Royals
potential.
made the playoffs, like youth movement in that league.
Yes.
Big time. My Tigers. I love these guys.
Okay.
You last year deserve credit for your miracle Mets. Like I on this show gave you so much crap. You picked them to make the playoffs, like idiot. Idiot.
Almost went to the World Series.
They did.
They had an amazing year. That's how the faith I have in the Tigers for this year. Like
Okay.
I like the potential they have offensively. Their pitching. I mean, when you got Scooble, that's a very good start.
Yeah,
Casey Mize, we forget he was a #1 pick.
he
years
was.
ago.
It was like
Yeah.
10 years ago, but
Yeah, it's coming around. So it takes a while. It really does. So Rick Ankiel made his way back.
Yeah.
So, hey, but no, and Jay Flair's there. Like Jackson Jobe.
yeah,
I mean, their rotation very solid,
it is.
and offensively,
I
that's
think
key.
that's what sets them apart from my team that I had
Mhm.
winning the division, was the Kansas City Royals.
Um,
Outside of Cole Reagans,
Well, I don't know, Waka, Lugo, like they've got some good
Yeah.
pitching. Their offense is what's held them back more, I think.
well, yeah, that's fair. But also, I mean, Lugo and Waka outside of last year, they were just some guys. Like they were 4s and
Give you
5s
that.
on other teams.
Did you think it was kind of a fluke?
It's possible.
I did. I did.
I think that it could be, which they've been pretty solid again this year so far.
They have.
Not what they were last year,
It's
but
almost like KC knows what they're doing in that pitching lab.
yeah,
Bubic, he's looked amazing. Come
Yeah.
back from Tommy John. Like Kansas City has staying power. The team that I can't believe is there is the Guard Dogs, like Cleveland somehow.
they just keep doing. I had
don't-
to make in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
and you were surprised by that.
Why did you have to make the playoffs? Like just
Well, I
'Cause
thought it was
they're-
because of pitching.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
all their pitching got hurt.
I was gonna say just because they're Cleveland.
Yeah.
They just do it. Like J Ram, shout out. What did we say? 250 Club.
Yeah,
Check it out, Stat Guy. I think that's right. But I think he's like one of the only third basemen to ever 250 homers.
he's better than Barry
250
Bonds.
Whoa! I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
I got your attention.
he says that he's better than Barry Bonds.
You gotta have confidence in this game, so that's plenty of confidence.
He's got plenty of confidence.
Go for it, buddy. I'm not making that vote. Yeah, I'm not. But no, I think what you said there, like Detroit, their step up offensively, like Torkelson, that's the other #1 pick.
Yeah.
Their #1 picks are finally starting to play ball. That helps, man. He's like
Torkelson
great.
was only 8 years ago. So.
Yeah, I know. It really seems like it. It does. It's probably
Yeah.
5, but yeah. Riley Green, he had a 2-homer game the other night. Kerry Carpenter, that's your guy.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
Hey, he's just a good guy to slot in the flex area in a fantasy baseball lineup.
There you go. I like it. If there's a lot of righties on the schedule, yes.
Yes.
And oh yeah, Javi Baez.
He learned how to play baseball again.
Yeah, it's like he just remembered. Oh yeah, I can hit the ball. Like,
OPS over 800.
oh, that's a thing for him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's probably not happened since the Cubs days. I'm sure
Yeah.
of that. I'm
Yeah.
sure of that. That's
Probably not even his last season with the Cubs either.
probably not been over 600 the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's been solid. Like this Detroit team, I mean, up and down the lineup, solid. I think they're a little better than KC offensively, so I'm still giving
Yeah.
them the edge.
Yep.
Do you think Minnesota? Do you think they make any noise?
I think that they'll wake up a little bit, but at this point, I don't know. Like,
They're
the,
far
off-
back enough. Yeah.
the offense isn't rolling, and
Buckman is. So
well, hey,
give
there's
them another week.
Is that a #1 pick.
Yep. Yes, it actually is. Yeah. No, that literally is over 10 years ago. I think. But I mean, the problem with that is when's the last time he was healthy for more than 100 games? Ever? So
I don't think it's happened.
it may happen once.
No,
Yeah.
I
That wouldn't
wasn't
matter.
paying complete attention. I was looking for stuff that we need from the studio.
Mhm.
Did
Okay.
you mention Cleveland very much? Because I feel like you didn't.
We glazed over it.
You
because
kind of moved.
they
I
just
heard J Ram, and that was about it.
Yeah, they are just there. Like if you look
Yeah.
at their rotation, like Bybee is very solid, but he's not even been that good.
Yeah.
Like Gavin Williams
Can't
so
stay
far.
healthy.
Like right, and he's not been great. Like their lineup, I mean, Juan's been all right. Like I look at this team.
Is that Josh Naylor?
No.
Josh Naylor?
He's in Arizona.
Yeah. Okay, I
No,
thought
he got traded for Slade Saccone, I think was his name.
so. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like how. Like, how are they this good?
J-Ram, man.
I'm not gonna rule them out. It just will play. So
All right, there we go.
I'm on Detroit still, for the record. Like, I
Okay.
love what they're doing. Watch out, World Series.
What do you say?
I'm still thinking Kansas City might wake up a little bit. They've got a long road ahead of them now because I think they are below 500.
No,
But
they're
Barely above.
1916. They're 1916.
okay, well heck,
Yeah.
They're actually, they got the
they're
same.
3 games out.
They're with Cleveland, aren't they? Oh,
Cleveland's one game up.
okay.
Okay. So I mean, I think Kansas City can still roll. Just they've got to keep their pitching together and start
Yeah.
getting better.
And I will give them a shout out.
This Cleveland has played one more game than them, though.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
And I mean, we're still very early.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this 3
The
teams. are
1
gonna be
month overreaction.
Yeah, exactly. Detroit's in the World Series. Bam. I do want to shout out Bobby Witt Jr. Like, if Aaron Judge wasn't a human being amazing at baseball, Witt Jr.'s possibly who we're talking about all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he's great.
Absolutely. I mean, he was in the MVP discussions last
Yeah.
year, but not really.
No,
Like-
because
You got to have someone to compare why Aaron Judge is the MVP.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's fighting for second place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, we're gonna move now on to the division that I honestly kind of forget exists. Just to be honest about
Well,
it. When I
last
look
team-
at these teams,
I mean,
they're like better than I
Yes,
thought.
sir.
But I forget they exist.
honestly, like I would say 5 out of the last 10 World Series has gone to this division.
That's
I mean,
because of
Houston-
one team
No, you're right. Houston, Texas.
and Texas
They've
got
won
one.
3 of the last 6, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
Fair point.
I like
I
this
think
division.
this is over. Anyway, so we got Seattle 20 and 13. Where are they at now?
They're still in Seattle.
No,
What was the question?
the A's.
Oh, Las Vegas.
Sacramento.
Oh, no.
Sacramento. Are
Yeah,
they
Las Vegas is where they
Las Vegas, yeah.
going by Sacramento A's? Or
I
just,
think so, but
Okay.
I'm not. I,
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really not sure.
I thought they were going by Vegas eggs.
Doesn't matter. They're gonna make the playoffs, guys. I don't care.
they're at 1916. I
Look
don't
at that.
know how. Astros 17-16, Rangers 17-18, and the Angels exist.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. I was talking about that one. They exist up there.
Joe
What
now.
about here?
That's good.
This is my second shout out. I don't get much stuff right, and it's early. But I was on. We got a problem with it.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, I was gonna say the Tigers and my A's. Like, is it fair to say you laughed at me, hurt my feelings,
I
like I
did.
did with you last year? And given it's the A's, I don't blame you. I like this team. I do.
Okay.
I love their offense. Their pitching, it's Baltimore likes them look good, so I'll go with that. But
Well, that's fair.
they're exciting. These guys are fun. They're out of Oakland. Like, I mean, their lineup.
They're not out of Oak.
Wilson.
They're out of
They're out.
Oh, they're out of
like
it.
they're not there anymore.
They're physically out. That's
You should have worded that better.
Yeah,
it
they're
could mean
out.
both things.
Okay. But they're in a minor league ballpark. They score a lot of runs. It's fun. They've got Jacob Wilson, Jack
Okay.
Wilson's boy. The Brent Rooker hitting bombs.
Well,
Soderstrom. Yeah, he's gonna get there. He's gonna
Yeah,
get there.
yeah,
We
yeah.
own it. He'll get there.
yeah.
But yeah, Soderstrom was amazing to start the year. Cooled off a little bit.
Yeah.
But they've just this whole team. It's fun. A little ballsy saying making the playoffs, but the American League is wide open, guys.
They can still grab a wild card. I don't
Oh, yeah.
think that they're going to beat the Mariners out of that division. We'll see.
I gotta say, if my head's on right and I'm not just on the hype train, I agree.
Yeah. Well,
The Mariners have a thing called pitching.
Yeah.
That'll play. And what'd you say the record is? 20 and
they're only 1 game behind on the Mariners right now, so they're
They are.
20 and 13 versus 19 and 16. Actually, Athletics has just played a lot more games.
No, yeah.
So
The crazy thing is, Seattle's that good with Gilbert hurt. George Kirby hasn't pitched an inning,
Mhm.
and they're up there. Like, Brian Woo's been amazing.
yeah, and Castillo's not been his best.
No,
He's been
no.
good, but he's not been his
Solid.
best.
He's solid. You're right.
He likes to wait to the warmer months. to
Yeah,
pitch.
him and J-Rod. J-Rod,
Yeah.
that's my boy. I mean, dude, it's hitting 50, 60 out there. Come on, buddy, start hitting. Yeah, I'm a huge J-Rod fan, guys, but they are actually hitting this year. Like, they're
Okay.
up there. Runs scored. Jorge Polanco, forgot it's not 2019. He can hit again.
Yeah.
Where that came from. I mean, their lineup is looking way better than it was last year. Randy A, pretty good year. Like, if they have the offense to match the pitching, then watch out. 'Cause, I mean, who wants to go against the playoffs? Like Kirby, Gilbert, Castillo, Woo.
I mean, it's
No thank you.
comparable to how last year when we were dealing with the top of the Phillies rotation.
Yes.
Like-
You're right. You're right. I mean, top 4, they're up there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Munoz has been amazing. Good call by
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
call. Very good call, sir. So yeah, I realistically, I do think it's Seattle's division to win.
Yeah.
Houston scares me because they're Houston. I know they're not hitting right now. Their pitching's been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, same with Texas for that matter. Not as much. I mean, they've still got some young talent on the offensive side of the
They've been
ball.
terrible offensively.
Exactly. So, like, it's got to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that offense can play.
Yeah.
Pitching, not so much.
Not been great. A lot of old guys. DeGrom's still pitching. That's a win. He's not been
well,
as usual.
he's not
by
hurt.
himself.
It
Yeah.
is May, guys.
But for him, it's usually down by now. So.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess this division as a whole, I'm actually fairly high on. Like, I still think I think you could get 2 teams, maybe 3 out of this one. Like,
Yeah.
I think Houston, I don't like them, but I think they'll be there.
Houston shows up. Like,
Yeah. They did lose Alvarez, I think, today, so that'll hurt a little
Ooh.
bit, a lot of bit.
that's
but,
that's a lot.
Yeah, if their offense comes around, like, it's one of those teams, like, you want to bury them. Look at last year; they were terrible till June.
Yeah, but this is
They
a
won.
team that no longer has Kyle Tucker. No
That is
longer
true.
has
No,
Alex
that is
Bridges.
true. That is true.
I
That is true.
mean,
Yeah.
It's a different team.
Paredes, like, he's been solid. Like, they filled it. Christian Walker, that's it.
He's
Like,
been
they got
solid,
some
but it's not been Kyle Tucker.
No. We'll get to him. He's been amazing. So yeah, I think I'm with you. I'm still Seattle, and I'm telling you what, I'm going with my A's right behind. I'm going with A's.
Okay. I'm right there with you on the top 2. The other 3 fill in. Maybe a third one grabs a wild card.
Yeah.
It probably would be Houston, but I can
I'm
see
more
it being
optimistic
Texas
on
as
Houston.
well.
Yeah.
Let's go to the National League.
I like it. Let's do it.
Alrighty. We're starting off with a team that just got swept yesterday by a not great baseball team.
My Cardinals.
But the New York Mets leading with 22-13. Got the Phillies 19-15, and then Washington 16-19. The Braves, boy,
Oof.
they're a tough start.
Yeah.
15-18, and Miami 13-12.
Well, I think the Braves started that 0-8.
They did.
They did,
So
yeah.
They've been on a decent
Yeah.
run since then.
Yeah.
Still got to get my brother one of those nice little. Well, your Mets. Take
Mets,
it. Well,
man.
I mean,
They have lost to the last 3. They're on a little bit of a skid right now. Not upset because it was against the Cardinals. But before that, I think that they were the best team in baseball.
They were, and they still might be.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very solid. Well, the Dodgers.
Right. The Dodgers and
Sorry.
the
The Tigers, of course.
I was going to say Padres, but
I
whatever.
know.
Anyway,
was-
the Mets they're pitching. They're hitting.
Well, what's scary is
they got
Soto's
those
not
little-
even been Soto yet. Look
Exactly.
at where they're at. Like,
He was that first week. I think the first week.
yeah,
came
he
in
was.
fast.
He really cooled off. And Pete Alonso, he's like, you guys should have paid me even more. It's like, you should
Yeah.
have. Like, he's hitting 300. He's been amazing. Like,
Yeah.
Nemo had like a 9 RBI game. It's like, how'd that happen?
The Mets are really good at making the best of what they have, considering the situation that the ownership put them in,
Yeah.
to where they made such bad decisions, signing Scherzer and Verlander to stupid
Monopoly money,
Well, here's the thing. The ownership doesn't care, and he's going to
Yeah.
spend more
Steve
money.
Cohen,
which I do like that. I do
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
maybe spend a little more wisely, and
I
he
think
made
he
a
learned.
World Series team.
Yeah.
So
Possibly, but I
I think he
want to
learned.
give him some claps
Yeah,
for
yeah.
spending it.
Yeah, I,
Yes.
just do. I love it when owners actually care enough to do that. Because
Yeah.
I think he even said, I don't
sure.
care if I make money on this investment. I want Mets baseball to be great again.
and
Okay.
he's
He's doing it. He's doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah, they're great. I still personally think the Phillies can catch them, will catch them.
I tend to agree.
Okay. It's hard to go against that rotation.
My heart says
I know,
Mets got
I
this,
know.
but my brain says Philadelphia is one of the better teams in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
They are.
Both sides of the ball, they're just very, very.
They
talented.
are. The only thing that might get them, their bullpen has got problems.
See, that's the thing. That's been the Phillies' problem for
Yes.
5 years.
Yeah.
Why are they not
Yeah.
fixing it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I have a theory on that. Dave Dombrowski is their GM. He was the Tigers GM all those years in Detroit. That was their problem. Lack of into the game, shut down ability.
Maybe he
of the
just
team.
loves fantasy baseball.
Yeah,
That-
yeah, there you go. And defense is my other point. Like their
Yeah.
defense, they're older. They're not great. That's those Detroit teams in the world. Like against us, they should have beat us. They threw the ball away. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a trademark of his teams. You'd think he might fix it. He's a good GM,
Yeah.
but
Which
maybe you're
shout
on
out to my buddy Doug Miller. He lives over in Philly.
something. Oh,
And he says that since he was a kid in the 80s,
Mhm.
that he has been asking for them to sign bullpen arms. So, like, he says that's just always been a Phillies thing.
really?
They just don't
Just
have a
the way they-
bullpen, you know?
Wow. Well,
Um,
I can't think of them having a great one in my lifetime of watching.
no, name
Well,
one really great Phillies reliever.
Billy Wagner.
Well,
Billy
you know,
Wagner. I was gonna say Papelbon was there for a while. Was solid.
They also had Lidge.
Yeah, his resurrection. It's great.
Mhm.
It's a good call.
after he died from Pujols.
After
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the team that won the
emotionally
World
died.
Series
They
and then
did.
the team that the Cardinals would beat the shit out of in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yep. That was it. Yeah. So, but if they get that fixed, like I can't.
Another team that's not afraid to spend money.
Yep. Big time. Big time. Yeah, yeah. They for a while gave the Dodgers rent for their money.
Yeah.
And money spent. So yeah, I think they'll be there. The Braves, I'm not gonna rule them out making the
They're not gonna make playoffs.
tell you what, that NL West. Yeah.
That
that's the
NL
problem.
West is the problem.
That's the division of baseball.
Yeah.
So I mean the Marlins still exist. They've got some fun prospects. That catcher just came up. He can get the hell out of the ball. Washington's got a little youth movement. That's fun there. James Wood.
Yeah, I think they're
Love
1
that.
year away still.
They have, oh yeah, multiple years away.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we're looking for some optimism, and we're talking about the White Sox just trade guys away. At least they've got some young talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
August, and that's it. Yeah.
This is
catcher.
very much a 2-horse race in that division.
Yes.
Atlanta, if they maybe didn't start out like a bag of crap,
Yeah.
we're talking about them a little bit more too. And I mean, we're still only a month into baseball,
Yeah.
and a lot can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not the Braves team that you.
Well, they're still got their best pitcher and
Yeah.
their best hitter.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that got them last year. So,
Yep.
you know, and they've got slow starters like Riley, Olson. They're traditional slow starters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ruling them out.
I don't think Olson's hitting 50 home runs.
I think no, I don't think so. I'll take 40. I'll take 40.
Yeah.
Like, I will say this: I have more faith in the Braves turning it around than Baltimore, because at least there's pitching potential in Atlanta.
Yeah, agree.
You know, like if Sale gets rolling, I don't think he'll be as good as last year. Swellenbach, love that kid, and if Strider comes back, like there's something there.
Yeah.
So I'm not ruling them out all, but they got a hell of a hole. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
All right.
Let's
Yeah.
move on to our near and dear
Oh boy.
NL Central.
NL Central.
to the
We
West.
got the. Yeah, we can keep it brief if you want. I don't care.
Honestly, there's not much in the
Go ahead,
Got the
You do the
Cubs.
same.
Cubs.
We gotta give them a
21 and
shout out.
14, Cincinnati 18-17, Milwaukee 17-18, St. Louis 16-19, and the Pittsburgh Pirates, who only win if Paul Skeens pitches the whole game unless it's against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That is very accurate, sir.
Mhm.
Very accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's historically accurate.
It is. I know it is.
Yeah. There you go. For your stat guy. But no, I'm the Cubs. They're a damn good team. Like I'll admit it. I think did we pick them across the board? Was
I
that
think we did.
We did.
Yeah.
I think that I might have had the Brewers possibly sneaking it
I
from.
think you might have because of the Brewers.
Yeah, because
get
of the Brewers.
Solid logic.
They started off pretty slow, but they're heating up a little bit.
Yeah, they're.
They're
second,
around
I
that
think,
500. No, actually, the Reds are second.
Well, I'm sorry. I think they're.
It's their game.
second.
There's a
Okay.
game between them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then there's
Yeah.
2 games between them and the Cardinals. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
It's all
it-
Cubs right now.
It's all Cubs. Its middle is 500 teams, which is kind of shit.
This is kind of they are.
We are
thought
what
they
they were.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I was getting
exactly.
ready to do, like, my whole thing I was thinking while you guys was talking over here when we got to the Cardinals was gonna be they are who we thought they are.
I'm thinking on Major League. We suck again.
No, just
They're
the,
still shitty.
Yeah. Still
the Arizona Cardinals, which is kind of funny. The coach that said that
Yeah. Dennis Green.
Yeah,
Dennis Green.
Yes.
So the Cubs
Oh, yeah.
are kind of where they were last year before Justin Steele went down.
That's fair. He's down
And-
again.
Exactly.
And they lost Imanaga too. So that's a problem. What I will say is different is they have their guy. They have Kyle Tucker this year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That offense looks damn good.
it does.
It really does, top to bottom. Defensively too, they are the best defensive team. I'm going to say possibly in baseball.
Okay.
You look at that outfield, PCA. I will take the L on this one. I wasn't a big. I said he was Bader from the left
Okay.
side. Mm,
Uh,
he's better than Bader.
That book hit.
Yeah, he can. He can. I don't think he's as good as he's showing right now, but with the speed, the defense, and he's fine with the bat. Like,
Yeah.
he's an everyday player. Is what I'm getting at. He's amazing defensively. Suzuki's been hitting awesome. He started the year off on fire. Michael Bush has. Tucker's been Kyle Tucker. I mean, he's gonna try
Oh,
to
yeah.
get around the MVP. He's
yeah.
gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
contract.
Kyle Tucker before he left Houston was a top 10 player,
Yeah,
maybe even
yeah.
top 5.
Yeah, yeah, he was. He
And
was.
yeah, he's kept that right along.
Yeah, I mean, he has. The change in the league doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the pressure going for the contract. It's like, huh, Vlad got 500. I'm getting 6. Watch this. I mean, the power speed combo, like the dude's legit. You know, pitching wise, here's what's crazy, guys. And this is like crystal ball, probably not going to happen. But could you guys possibly see a Cardinal Cub trade and it being like significant? What do they need? Starting pitching.
Yeah.
What do we need? Better baseball players that are young and talented.
Well, we also
Like-
need starting.
We also need
We do.
Are
but
you
young-
talking about Fetty?
Fetty or Sonny Gray?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know that Sonny Gray at the no trade. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like the fit is there.
I think Gray will
That's
stay
it,
in
isn't
St.
it?
Louis probably until he retires.
I
his
could see
contract
that.
ends.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I really
Yeah.
don't. He cares more about not to rip him things other than winning.
Yeah.
Family stability.
Same with Contreras at this point. I
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
both didn't want to uproot their families
Yes,
again so
yes.
fast.
Yep, and I can't argue with that. So I'm just saying it's fun to throw that out there. But other than that, I mean the Cubs are it in this division. For me.
I think they're going to run it away.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about the Cardinals, but I think we'll just save that for a Cardinals episode.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
do that.
we just need to do fun.
Let's keep positive, guys. Let's keep positive.
Well, I mean, they show life, and then
There's some
they are who we thought they were. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean,
One
that's
day
what
you'll
it
be
is.
like, "Hey, look at this." Next day you want to run
Yeah,
to the table.
Yeah,
So
but we'll save that for a
Yeah.
Cardinals episode. We always need more content.
And
That's
also,
right.
here's where we go to the division. It's got the best
Oh
team in
my.
baseball and the worst.
this is
It does
yeah,
have that.
this
but
is
then
the best division in Colorado.
Besides
The best division and
In Colorado.
yeah, besides Colorado, my God. Los Angeles Dodgers 23-11, San Diego Padres 22-11, San Francisco Giants 22-13, and Arizona 18-16.
That's the one I'm like, hold the
Jesus.
phone. San
Now,
Fran was
don't
what?
forget Colorado's record.
Yeah, there we go.
6-28.
We've got all these great teams. Someone's got to lose to make them great. There you go.
I think we could play for Colorado.
I think at this point, Colorado should have a best of 3 series against the Savannah Bananas. Winner gets to stay in the MLB.
Whoever wins whatever AAA championship. then-
Yes, I like that. We'll always have the conversation, with like college teams, like best college teams could play like say the Browns, and they're usually bad. No, I really want to see that in baseball. I really want to see it. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, that's why I say it's got to be a 2 or 3 series
Yeah,
because anything can happen in one game.
that's fair, and it makes
Especially
it for more fun.
Especially baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you talk about they are who we thought we were, like the Dodgers. Nobody's surprised. They've got a quarter of their team injured. Seems like pitching wise, this happened last year. Same song and dance. They buy everybody they want. They're good enough.
Yeah.
Like Shohei. For him, or would we call this maybe a downish year? Which he did have a kid.
he's
Little pause.
normalized a little bit. He's
Yeah.
come back to earth.
Yeah, right. He's not already won the MVP at the end of April. So
At this point in time, like he's looking like he might not be a cyborg.
possibly not. It's like poke it. It is real. Okay. We'll take it.
Haven't seen him pitch yet.
No, and probably not going to till I don't see that till like June, July. Because why?
Yeah,
They just give it,
yeah.
save them
Agreed.
bleeds, guys. Why?
I mean, you've already seen guys now and Snell go down.
Yeah, and I don't even know how hurt they are. If it's just like
No. Well, their rotation is literally like their 7 may be better than our ace, the Cardinals.
yeah, well, yeah. There's an argument. The point is valid. That's the point you're taking. Yeah. Don't you just sunny gray, but I'm not. Yeah. You look at it, okay. But no, I mean that's the thing. You look at like the Dodgers, and it's like they've not even really hit their stride. Like Teoscar Hernandez is playing amazing.
Mhm.
You could like Freeman's been hurt. I mean Edmund just got hurt. Like all these injuries, doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, and
Doesn't matter.
Mookie has not been Mookie. Yeah,
No.
I think he was very ill in the offseason.
Well, I should say stomach bug. It felt
Yeah.
like it almost killed him. What 20 pounds
Yeah.
down? Like couldn't eat until like opening day.
So he's, yeah, like they were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about hospitalizing him.
He had to be
in spring
IV and
training.
everything. And then he still like just came out like after all
It's
this.
Mookie.
He was literally puking and then like took the field their first game in LA. It's like, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
He's a
Badass.
He's a baller, man.
He is.
But no, they're great. Not surprised. The Padres. This team's exciting.
It is.
I mean, Tatis having a hell of a year. Machacho. What did Mike Shannon used to call him?
Machacho.
Manny Machacho. That,
Yeah.
I love that.
Manny Machado.
Machacho at third base. What a play. But they are fun. Like, and they don't have Jackson Merrill. He's been hurt, but they up and down their lineup. It's exciting. Cease hadn't even really been great pitching, and like they're right there.
So something that I read is actually last year's when we were talking about the Padres is that they just went for like let's just get the most athletic people and get them to teach to learn to play positions.
That seems
They
to
had
work.
like 7 shortstops on their team and turned them into other
Well,
players.
get the most athletic position player. Like that makes
Exactly.
sense. It's like the Billy Bean logic there. Oh, you can go play center field. It's incredibly easy. It's incredibly easy. No, it's very difficult. We have Merrill transitioned up center, flawless. Like we tried to do that with guys, and it not so flawless.
Right.
Not so flawless.
Speaking of which, that clip from Moneyball. Did you know that the person that said it's incredibly hard is supposed to be Ron Washington?
No, I did not know. Is
Yeah,
it-
that's
it?
why I said, tell him Wash. So
Oh yeah.
just learned that last week.
Oh,
Fun
gosh.
fact.
That's great. See this with this guy.
Is that why nobody knows it because he was on cocaine?
Yeah. What was that before cocaine? He looked a lot bigger. He looked a lot bigger. I don't know, but back to real baseball. Like San Fran, what did you say the record was?
22-13.
Dear God, that blows my mind.
It's an odd year. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So,
He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Got a
Check in
point.
July. They will be here. They
This
will.
man has a point.
He really do. But I mean, like they signed Willie Adames, and he's not even hit. Like I think he finally the weekend they played Colorado. He hit a couple homers. What a shock! Like
yeah.
Robbie Ray looked good. It's Colorado. So I just don't know. Like you look at the roster, it's like, but you know, you look at those World Series winning rosters.
Did we just pick up Robbie Ray on fantasy last week because he had to start against Colorado?
We picked him up 2-start week, and then we dropped him before that one, and that's why we're in last place. So yeah,
It has nothing to do with all your guys' injuries.
I think that's how that. Yeah, we've lost half our team, but that's baseball. And we have a bunch of sissies. But anyway, Arizona. I feel like that's a sleeping giant. I still think they have a good
This is a
shot.
team that's 2 years removed from the World Series.
Yes, sir.
Being
Love
a
the
World Series appearance.
Yeah,
to be clear
Corbin
about that.
Carroll looks like Corbin Carroll.
Yeah.
Like he's hit.
Never really had that last year.
No. I thought with the shoulder injury he had,
Yeah.
his small frame, I was like, oh boy. Thought he was.
Yeah.
He's like, no, watch this. Like he's great. Corbin Burns hasn't got going. Like if Gallen gets right, Burns gets right. Yeah.
Another team that has a very high top end starting rotation.
Yes. That I don't want to play in the playoffs.
No.
I wouldn't want to play. Like there's a lot of potential there. The lineup, I mean, they're solid. Suarez, shout out. 4 homer game.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's
one.
crazy.
Crazier thing is they lost. So
Yeah. 4 home runs.
Yeah.
And like, come on, guys. Feels like Otani on the Angels.
Yeah, exactly. What more do I get? What is it? T-Rex Spinnabaker on the Bernie Mac one.
Yeah.
3,000. On my hair stealing base hit home runs. They suck. That's it. They're still. So, I love it. But yeah, I still think Arizona's got a shot. You know, like I said, Colorado's Colorado. So
Yep.
beautiful ballpark. We're there in February. It's cool to see.
Yeah, cool as hell.
Yeah, it was a fun story. So moving
Not
on.
much good baseball being played there.
No,
I think that pretty much wraps it
that
up.
wraps it up.
So,
Make sure to follow us on all the social media you see up top.
Right here.
Let us know if TikTok would like us again. We would want to do fantasy baseball on there again, like we did fantasy football. If not, just let us know if you want to hear these guys talk on fantasy baseball. I do like the
don't ask him that.
I do like the
You just
I like-
lost all of yours.
I like the Q&A part of that. So hopefully
Yeah.
TikTok can get going again. But anyways,
Question's easy. There we
that's been another
Yeah.
episode of Benchwarmers
I got
Basement
news for you.
Banter.
Go Tigers. Yeah.
Go Mets, go.
Sure,
go Mets.
whatever. Let's stay classy,
What-
Southern Illinois.
Woody,
In America.